Hello, all of you. Welcome to the second video class of cash flow statement. Cash flow statement, we are learning how to prepare it as per Accounting Standard 3. When they say prepare the cash flow statement as per Accounting Standard 3, then it is the indirect method. Okay? In the financial statements of the companies where you present your P&L account and balance sheet, it is mandatory to attach to it the cash flow statement. Right? Now, this cash flow statement indirect method has three kind of the activities, and how to analyze the cash flow statement. They will give you two balance sheets, say 2019 and 20. Say furniture is 8 rupees and it is 13 and nothing is sold, means 8 and 13, 5 rupees furniture is purchased. Now furniture purchased or investments purchased and all will come in the investing activity. Loans taken, dividend paid, issue of shares and debentures, that will come in the financing activity. So I'm not revising everything in depth. In the first video, we have seen the concept and we have seen some concept gripping problem, how to calculate the investing activity and financing activity with the support of some T format accounts, right? So today we are doing concept gripping problem, may not be full problem, but a part of the problem to have a grip on how to calculate the cash from operating activities. And once you have all these three activities, then it is absolutely clear, right? Once you have all these three activities, then the cash from operating activities, the cash from investing activities, financing activity, then the cash flow statement is giving picture ki where from the money has come and where you have sent. Otherwise, cash flow statement is just a refined version of the receipt and payment. Very important thing, for example, the equity share capital was 5 lakhs and now it is 6 lakhs. Now, increase in equity share capital is not because of the shares issued. It is because bonus shares are given. Now, what happens? We have a separate chapter also for the bonus shares. If bonus shares are given, in that case, the equity shares, okay, the equity share capital will increase and reserves will reduce. Is there any money coming from shareholder? No. Will this entry come in the cash flow statement? No. Shall we ignore it? No. तो कहाँ लिखेंगे? Note. No means note. Writing a one-line note makes it very clear to the valuer that you have followed and intentionally you have not included this in the cash flow statement, right? So with this, let us take up quickly the cash flow statements. First activity, that is the cash from operating activities. Check the screen. Yes. Operating activities are the core activities of the business, right? They're the core activities of the business. Just 1 second. Okay. So now when I say these are the core activities of the business, we should know how to calculate it. So look at the screen and check if everything is clear to you or not. Cash from operating activities. Which method we are doing right now? Indirect method. Okay. Yeah. Now see, cash from operating activities is how much cash profit you have earned. So they are starting with net profit because it's an indirect method. They are starting with net profit and we are doing some add and less. Okay. So now to explain why we should do add and less, this is the format you butify, that will not work. I want to make one table here. Yeah. I hope all of you are having your booster notes. So there you can add one example. Yeah. I'm making an example for all of you to make it clear. Let it take half an hour. By the end of half an hour, you'll be clear why you are doing operating and all the activities. So example, P&L account. I'm just making a P&L account and I want to show you the journey from the P&L account. P&L account gives you what? Net profit. Now you want what? Cash profit. तो net profit से cash profit हम कुछ add less कर रहे हैं, but why we are doing and what I just want to share with you. Okay. So in your notebooks, make this P&L account as I am making. I am starting with by GP say 50 rupees. It's a concept. So I'm taking rupees बहुत छोटे छोटे. Let the crores and all be for the TV series. Yeah, the crore reminds me one thing for this chapter. In exam, if you get a cash flow statement and balance sheet and everything is given in thousands, you also prepare the cash flow statement in thousands. Don't keep on adding 3 zeros. If it is in lakhs and you have 2 and 4 and such figure for the lakhs, you also do it in lakhs, right? This is one of the important step. Now GP is 50. Depreciation is say 10 rupees. Write down. Some very nice knowledge is there here. 2 expenses. Just some expenses are say 30. 2 interest on debentures is say 5, and then you have 2 एक line छोड़ दो 2 net profit say 5. Nice, clear to you? And this side I am writing interest received also 5, and this side I am writing 15 लिखते हैं ना, just right. Yeah, it's a very nice concept gripping example that why we are doing add and less. And this side I'm writing, let us write 15 as the loss on sale of furniture. Check whether it is all clear to all of you or not. Yes, right. Is your P&L account tallying? Now, if you have made this with me, yeah, I'll keep the chat box open because I'm taking some concepts. If you have any doubt, you can put it. Just 2 minutes. Yeah. Clear? Now, what am I doing? Check with me here. See, the net profit I want to write NP is equal to net profit. Yeah, net profit is equal to 5. समझ में आया आपको? 5 is the net profit and this is given to you. Now I want cash profit. You'll know what is cash profit, है ना? तो cash profit के लिए can I say net profit? I'm just doing it horizontal, but just see. Net profit is how much? 5. Add back depreciation. Depreciation is debited, but it's a non-cash expense. No money is going out. Depreciation, amortization, these are the expenses. After putting in the GP 50, 10 rupees is debited, but no money is going out, no? So in the net profit, can I add back depreciation, saying this is a non-cash expense, right? Then what I want to add back, I'll work out the problems also, but this is just to give you a concept. Interest on debentures. You can say, ma'am, interest on debentures is to paid in cash. But interest on debentures, is it the expense related to my core operating business? No. Interest on debentures, I am paying as outflow when I am issuing debentures. I am paying interest on debentures outflow in the financing activity. Now I have debited interest on debentures here also. So can I show outflow at 2 places? No. So Can I add back interest on debentures in the P&L account to get my core cash profit? And interest on debentures is paid in cash, but where it is appearing in outflow, dividend paid, interest paid in the financing activity. So here debit side is all outflow. So I will add back interest on debentures. Next, I want to add back 15 rupees loss on sale of furniture. 100 rupees is the WDV of the furniture. You have sold it for 85. Now, when you are selling it for 85, what is happening if you're selling it for 85? 85 is the sale consideration. Where you are taking 85? Definitely, if 85 is the sale consideration, you will be taking it as inflow in the investing activity. Furniture kharida outflow, furniture becha inflow, right? So 85 is inflow and 15 rupees is loss is a book entry, P&L account debit to furniture. No money is coming in. So this loss you have debited, are you seeing my cursor? You have debited the loss, but the thing I want to say is no money is coming in. Are you all getting my point? No money is coming in or no money is going out. Loss is not paid in cash. So can I add back this? Yes. Now, so we have taken care of 10 we added back because depreciation is non-cash. We didn't do anything for 30. 30 is my core business expense. So 50 minus 30, both to barobar hai. Interest on debentures I added back because I have shown as outflow in the financing activity. Loss I added back because loss is not paid in cash. It's a book entry. And now this 5 rupees net profit has this interest received also that I want to remove. I can't go and scratch it here. Look at my cursor. I can't go and scratch it. So can I deduct it? Why am I deducting here? Because interest is not my operating income. Then why did I write here? Bank to interest received. So the accountant has put in P&L account. Is it my business related income? No. Then this 15 rupees, which is not my business related income, but it is received now. Where will I take this? Investing activity. I invested in debentures, so I received interest. Just recollect yesterday's problem. Interest received, dividend received is taken in the as inflow in the financing activity. Sorry, investing activity. Then shall we take inflow here also? No. Then scratch it. Scratch it means what? Minus it. And if you minus, now what you get, you call it as your cash profit. It's a superb example. I hope you have followed. If you have some doubts or some more examples in your mind, tell me. Finally, my business related cash profit is 20. Cash profit from operating activities. Tell me, is this concept clear to all of you? Yes, right? So, cash from operating activities aa gaya humko. See, I don't bother what is net profit. What I am preparing? Cash flow statement. Operating activities से कितना cash आया, investing से कितना आया, financing से कितना आया, right? So then I have got a cash profit of 20 rupees. And indirectly, if you see, this cash profit is nothing but 50 minus 30, that is 20. All clear to all of you? Have you all noted down this as an example in your booster notes? Yes? Right. Okay, great. 1 second, huh? Okay. Right. So can we make a statement here as our booster notes? Let me also see where I'm writing the booster notes. We can write it at the end of the chapter. ये एग्जाम्पल तो सही है, यहाँ लिख दी हमने क्योंकि वो वहीं पे था. But let me go to the end of the chapter and here I want to write the booster notes. Just 1 second. आप भी लिखो booster notes for cash flow statement. 3 pages you have said. Can we make a format essay? Journey from नेट प्रॉफिट टू कैश प्रॉफिट। ये सब कॉन्सेप्ट है, ये जब सीख लोगे तो बाय थर्ड क्लास फोर्थ क्लास द पेन विल फ्लो। 15 minutes interpretation you will do fast and you'll put the things at correct proper place, right? Okay, so let us see what we are doing right now. Journey from net profit to cash profit. Yes, particulars and amount banao. I'm giving you some format, and this format is going to be useful. Similar format you have in the business head also. Chalo. Start with net profit. Which method we will do like this? Indirect. They are saying net profit as per P&L account is some amount. Okay. Now add back. What you will add? Non-cash expense. Am I right? All the non-cash expense debited in the P&L account add back. And I want you all to write some example. कुछ examples लिखो. Non-cash expenses की जैसे depreciation, amortization. I think all of you know goodwill and preliminary expense and intangibles are amortization of preliminary expense, etc. है ना? Preliminary expense. Amount column में कुछ नहीं लिखना है. It's just a format I have made. Right? Now, add non-trading expense. Non-trading expense bracket में I'm writing maybe in cash. Expense है, but business से related expense नहीं है. For example, debenture, interest paid, dividend paid to preference shareholders and equity shareholders and all. You can add more examples as we go and do this chapter more thoroughly. ठीक है, clear है आप सबको? So debenture interest, dividend paid, ये सब क्या हो गया हमारा? Non-trading expense, right? And then we have here add हो गया. Now less non-cash income. ये थोड़ा tricky है. There's some income in the credit side which is not received in cash. I'll give an example for it. Like government grant. This will be more clear when we do AS12. Government grant amortized. For example, I'll tell you. You have received government grant 50 rupees. Bank to government grant 50. एक ही बार पैसे आ गए. Now, what you are doing? Government grant to P&L, every year you are writing of 10 rupees for 5 years. So the 10 rupees when you are writing in P&L account, government grant debit to P&L, government, is any money coming in? Is it your business income? No, it's a non-cash income. So wo 10 rupees ko nikal do, because your journey is from the net profit to the cash profit. I always take half an hour, 1 hour for the concept, but I hope it is clear to you. Government grant amortize. Some more example, please leave the space so that you can add it later. And if you have followed, teach this concept to your friends. You will never go wrong in add and less in the operating activities. Non-cash expense के बाद non-trading income. Some income is received in cash. It is credited in the P&L account. It's not related to business. For example, interest received. Interest is received in cash, bank to interest. Where you are taking as inflow, investing activity. So if you credit in the P&L account, from there also it is going. That's wrong. So interest received. और एक अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल ऑफ असेट. Listen now. 10 rupees asset is sold for 12. 12 rupees sale of asset where you have taken as inflow in the investing activity, 12 रुपए आ गए. So when you have taken 12 rupees as inflow, have you taken 10 plus 2? Profit also is inflow. Where? In the investing activity. Then 2 rupees if you have credited in the P&L account, there also you will take inflow. Double you will take inflow. No. Right? I'm in the base concept. I'm going very slow. Still you want to reduce my speed? Let me know any doubt, because the concept पे grip है तो add less मैं भी करूँगी, आप भी करोगे. And I'll give a nice booster table also tomorrow at the end of the class to remember all this add less concept logically, not buttify. Otherwise table I can print and give in my material. ये समझ में आया आपको? ये टेबल तैयार है, इसको कॉपी कर लो और इसको फॉलो करते जाना. क्या मतलब फिर? That's why I am typing and I'm making you write in your booster notes, because when you write booster notes, trust me, you write the note in your mind also. So non-trading income, profit on sale of furniture, 2 rupees you have credited in P&L account, and that 2 rupees has affected your net profit. But then you don't want to write it. You followed my point? So deduct it. Now what you get, you call it as cash from operating activities before working capital changes. पहले यहाँ तक clear है या नहीं बोलो? Tell me, is it clear to all of you? Right. Chalo. So now we know cash from operating activities before working capital changes. Now, what are these working capital changes? I hope again and again I'm making it very clear that we are in the indirect method. So things are coming indirectly. When I'm talking, let me make a data's account and show you. I have made the same concept of data's account in the branch accounting also, if you remember. ब्रांच अकाउंटिंग में भी सेम ही है. चलो एक छोटा सा डेटाज अकाउंट बनाएंगे, आप लोग भी बनाओ. यस, write down to opening balance, say 25, then data's account debit to sale, credit sale this year 100, and then by bank, data's have paid the money. Data's have paid the money 90, and then we have by closing balance. Kitna? I think 35, so that you get the total as 125 and 125. Tell me, is this data's account clear to all of you or not? Clear? I didn't write the sales return and discount allowed and bills receivable. You know the format of data's account thoroughly in the single entry chapter, so that then you can use it in insurance claims, in branch accounting, and so many other chapters, right? So now just look at the screen and look at this if it is clear or not, your data's account. Now listen, if I want to prepare cash flow statement with this all knowledge, figure important for me is collection from datas. Datas से पैसे कितने आए हैं ले लो. But I am in which method? Indirect method. Indirect method, I started with what? Net profit. So in the net profit, definitely I must have taken the sales, no? I hope you are getting. Net profit has come from sales. So you have recorded sales as 100. Now, increase in datas. Datas have increased from 25 to 35. Datas, I'm repeating, have increased from 25 to 35. So if datas have increased from 25 to 35, more 10 rupees is blocked in datas. More money blocked in your current assets. Current assets, I hope all of you know, stock, datas, cash, prepaid expenses, current liability, creditors, bills payable. The definition of the working capital is current assets minus current liability. It's a super important chapter in FM also, working capital. Now, datas have increased from 25 to 35. Now, increase in datas means more money is blocked in datas. So can I say cash has gone outflow? So now when I say cash has gone, what I should do in the cash from operating activity is less. Look at this. I'll write here. Less decrease in datas. I'm going to solve many problems, and every problem I'll do analysis, but I'm just saying, sorry, not decrease, absolutely wrong, sorry, increase in datas, 25 minus 35, more money blocked in datas, so 10 rupees kya kar do, minus kar do. Now listen, when you have taken net profit, you have already taken sales as 100 and opening and closing data as 100 minus 10. Are you indirectly getting 90, the amount received from bank? Now look at the circle what I'm making. I started the class late, really sorry to say, to check if digital pen is working, but sometimes technology helps, sometimes it doesn't support. If it works tomorrow, again, I'll explain this, but let me make it clear with my cursor. Whether you write 25 plus 100, 125 minus 35, 90, or you write collection from data. See, the same we do in branch accounting. I write opening datas, closing datas, and collections. So indirectly, I'm writing sales. I'm writing opening furniture 10, closing furniture 9. Indirectly, I'm writing depreciation. Same way, look at this. In the net profit, already sales effect is there, 100. And I'm saying increase in datas is 10. Agya? So increase in datas means more money is blocked. More 10 rupees is blocked is outflow. So less you have to do. Where after, before getting the working capital changes, ye add less karne ke baad. I want to give 5 minutes more to this concept by one more example. Let me make in the similar way the creditors account. So creditors mein you will get the purchases. Purchases is already there. And if there is an increase in the creditors 6 रुपए थे अब 8 रुपए हैं. So it's inflow, no? You have got more time to pay 2 rupees additional. Right or not? Huh? So like this you have to do. I'm not making creditors account. I hope you have copied this. Let me come to the concept, and when we solve one problem, concept gripping problem only I'm doing, it will be clear. Yeah. Now you look at the format of operating activities. Please check it with me. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Net profit add depreciation. Why? Because it is non-cash. Loss on sale of investment and all add, profit is there, deduct. Amortization of goodwill debited, add back because it's a non-cash expense. Provision for taxation, add back. I hope all of you know P&L to provision is a book entry. So provisions, transfer to reserves और ये सब क्या है, book entry है, right? Dividend income less कर दो, निकाल दो, because dividend income received you have already taken it in the finance of investing activity. Dividend paid, if it is debited, add it back because dividend paid is already taken as outflow in the financing activity. Now what you get, you call it operating profit before working capital changes. Now do all the increase and decrease in each and every item of current asset and current liability. I'll show you how. You will get cash from operating activities. Less income tax paid is actually the money has gone. No? I hope all of you know. Provision for taxation is book entry. Income tax paid may be TDS paid or advance tax paid. Actually, the money has gone out. You get cash before extraordinary item. And if some extraordinary item कभी आते हैं सालों में एक बार, तो आप उनको अलग से बताओ. And then you start with the cash from operating activities. You get financing activity और investing देख लो एक बार फिर से कलम ने किए थे. Yeah. Now this table. Patiently table को देखो. कुछ स्टूडेंट बोलते हैं मैम असेट इंक्रीज हुआ तो ऐड करना ही, ऐसे भट्टीफाई मत करो, आप लॉजिक से करो, यू विल बी क्लियर. राइट, चलो सी स्टॉक में, just look at the stock. Stock में there is an increase. Stock में if there is an increase, stock बढ़ रहा है. आप imagine करो 10 रुपए stock था, Now it has become 30. So 3 rupees more is blocked in stock. No. What is the effect on cash? Decrease. Money has gone out. Stock is decreasing. Stock was 10. Now it is 7. 3 rupees money released. No. Stock is reducing. Matlab stock big gaya. So cash is increasing. Got the logic? Right. Now datas. If datas are decreasing, they were 10 and now they are 8. Good. If datas are decreasing from 10 to 8, means 2 rupees money has come inflow. Cash is increasing. If datas have increased, they were 10, now they are 13. 3 rupees more is blocked in datas. I'm giving you a very long way. You may be easily analyzing with some other shortcut way, but this, in the long term, if you go by this long way, some twist and turn in exam, you'll not get confused. Once again, datas were 10, now they are 13. 3 rupees more is blocked in datas. So if there's an increase in datas, cash flow will decrease. ये तो हो गया असेट. अब लायबिलिटीज देखते हैं. क्रेडिटर्स. Creditors were 10, now they are 7. Creditors have reduced means you have paid creditors. Money has gone out. So decrease in creditors, decrease in cash flow. Creditors are 10. Now they are 13. Inflow. You have got 3 rupees more time to pay 3 rupees. So increase in creditors, increase in the cash flow. Right? I'm taking now another example. Outstanding expenses. For example, you had to pay salary 20. Now your outstanding salary is only 2. That means 18 rupees outstanding salary you have paid. So if outstanding salary is decreasing, cash is also decreasing, money is going out. See where my cursor is. Outstanding expense decrease, cash also decrease. Outstanding expense increasing. They were like 7 and now they are 70. आपको तो और time मिल गया. You got time to pay 63 rupees more. Increase in the cash. So some of you, I know, really math students especially, they must be saying, ma'am, liability are going in the same direction. Liability decrease, cash decrease, and assets are going in the opposite direction. I don't know, that doesn't work always. So let us go and do problem number 1. This is not a full problem. Your problems, we'll do it in this class only in the later part. You have to prepare full cash flow statement from all the activities. But right now I'm doing a concept gripping problem. You can write over there, concept gripping problem number 1 for the cash flow statement from operating activity. Okay. If you're watching this as a video in the YouTube, you can take a screenshot of the problem when I'm reading, so that when I'm solving it, you also take a notepad, calculator, pen and solve it on your notebook. Then it is worth giving you all these conceptual knowledge, right? So now calculate the cash profit from operating activities. Net profit is 250 after all this. Now they could have given a P&L account, nahi diye. And then your datas, creditors of 20 and 21 are given. So can we prepare? Yes. Answer likho aapke notebook mein, problem number 1, and write down the answer. Cash flow from operating activity. Cash flow from operating activity. And whenever we prepare a statement, it's particulars and amount and amount. Nice. Particulars, amount. Chalo, let us start. Net profit. Our journey is from net profit to cash profit. So net profit as per the P&L account. How much is your net profit? 2,50,000. And now add. You can do add and less together. Add और फिर 4 line छोड़ के less ऐसे जरूरत नहीं है. You can do it together, right? Shall I add back first depreciation only? In net profit, you have debited depreciation, but oh sorry, this all should be written in the inner column. Outer column में तो सिर्फ main answer आता है ना. So add back the depreciation. Kitna? 10,000. Are you getting? Depreciation is debited, but no money has gone out. I'm giving the explanation again. So add back depreciation. Then we have amortization of goodwill. Amortization of goodwill. Kitna hai? 5,000. Amortization of goodwill is a book entry. P&L debit to goodwill को कम करते हैं. कोई पैसे बाहर नहीं गए and it's not a business related expense in cash. So add back. Transfer to reserve. I hope all of you know profit is 50. Transfer to reserve is 5. Now profit is 45. Transfer to reserve is taking out the profit from one pocket, putting it in another pocket. Both pocket are yours only. So transfer to reserves is not an expense, it's an appropriation. So add back. Am I clear? Transfer to general reserve, you have debited in P&L account, but it's not an expense. Your money is with you only. So what you should do? Add back 7,000. Now, in the P&L account, profits on sale of land is included 3,000. On the credit side, 3,000 included hai net profit mein. But this 3,000 profit is a part of the sale value which you have already written in the investing activity. Investing activity mein sale value mein profit inflow aa gaya. So why you will take here? So what I should do? Less. What do I call it? Profit on sale of land. Less करना है. कितना less करना है? 3,000. Done. That's all. So now what you get? Yeah, I want you all to see from here. You call it as cash flow from operating activities before working capital changes. Before working capital changes. Nice? Clear to you? Kitna aa raha hai answer? I want all of you to send me the answer. Yeah. Good that everything is clear to all of you until now. 250. Add back depreciation. Add back amortization. I'm writing some GW and all. Please you write properly. All the energy is going in the explanation. 2,69,000. Yes. 269,000 is the cash profit, but before working capital changes. In this net profit, you have taken sales, but now opening datas were 15 and closing datas have 12. 3,000 datas have decreased. Money has come in. 3,000 datas have decreased. Inflow. Decrease in datas. Datas were 15, now they are 12. So datas in cash ho gaye, paise aa gaye. Yes. And you already have the sale figure. And if you take, I have shown you there in the working note. If you have the sale figure and if you take the opening, closing, indirectly you are taking collection from datas. Now, creditors were 10,000. Now they are 15. More time you have got. If there is an increase in liability, it's an inflow. You got more time to pay 5,000. You didn't pay now. I call it as increase in creditors as inflow. This is a compulsory homework today. Put your hands, और ये जो table है ना यहाँ पे, look at the screen. I'm showing you the table. वहाँ पे last column में put your hands and try to answer whether you are able to do it or not. Huh? Analysis. Chalo. Let us continue now. 2 more items are there. I need 2 more lines for that. क्या क्या है देखो. Bills receivable. Bills receivable were 8,000. Now they are 10,000. So 2,000 increase in bills receivable. 8,000 की जगह 10,000 हो गया bills receivable. 2,000 more. जब bills receivable increase हो रहा है और पैसे blocked हो गए. Already 8,000 was blocked. Now 2,000 more are blocked in bills receivable. So what do I call it? Outflow. If bills receivable would have decreased, it's good. Bills receivable in cash हो गए, पैसे आ गए. Now increase in the bills receivable is more money is blocked in your bills receivable. All clear to all of you? So this is increase in the bills receivable. Now prepaid expense is an asset. It was 4,000. Now it is 6,000. So when there is prepaid expense increase by 2,000, you have paid more prepaid expense. है ना? 4,000 were the prepaid expense. Now they are 6,000. Journal entry in your mind. Prepaid expense to bank, 2,000 more you have paid. So increase in current asset, more money blocked in prepaid expense. Outflow. How much? 2,000. Yeah. What do I call it? 2,000. Increase in prepaid expense. 2,000. Do the total and tell me how much you are getting. This is little time consuming, and only this is also asked for 8 marks. So once you have a grip, then we can go little fast. कितना आ रहा है? Cash from operating activities 269 plus 3,000 plus 5,000 minus 4,000. 2,73,000 is the answer. Yeah. 2,73,000. That too normal. It can be in bracket. Can I call this as cash from operating activities? Cash from operating activities, 2,73,000. Your concept is over. Now mix all the three concepts. Cash from operating activities is 273. Cash from investing activities is what you got yesterday, and cash from financing activity. You will come to know where from the money has come and where it has gone. Two things extra I want all of you to write here. When you get cash from operating activities, do write here less income tax paid. It's not there, write it nil, but just to show you this parking space. कहाँ आएगा income tax paid? Nil. अभी तो nil है. Here, last. Because related to business, you have paid income tax and some extraordinary income and expense. And one very important item you may be required to add back. Abhi nahi hai, but in your add list, if you have little space, add back. That is provision for taxation. See, provision for taxation is debited in P&L account, but it's only a book entry. So add back provision. And income tax paid, actually the money has gone out. So deduct it. Yes, I'm just remembering how super cool problems are there in this cash flow statement for the provisions, for the advance tax. As in how we move forward, all the formats will be very clear to you. Okay? Ask me if you have a doubt, otherwise एक और last concept gripping problem करते हैं and then we will go on. ठीक है? चलो, we have done problem number 1. We are doing problem number 2 right now. अभी करते हैं. 3 और 4 हमने कर लिए. All these 4 problems were concept gripping problem, I call it. And so let us start with this. They have given you P&L account, this time ready. So can you interpret and arrive at the operating activities? Yes. Statement of operating activities. Statement of operating activities. Particulars, amount. चलो बनाते हैं. Particulars, amount. Where do I start always? Indirect method. I'm really sorry, where you started the chapter, please write the heading. Cash flow statement, indirect method, AS3. Direct method हम last में करेंगे. Net profit as per P&L account. Net profit as per P&L account is how much? 18,000. Now you do some add and some less. Some add and some less. Yeah. So let us start from the credit side. GP is given. Now profit on sale of land is 9,000. Profit will always come with the sale consideration as inflow in the investing activity. तो यहाँ भी credit किया, यहाँ भी inflow लिया. 9,000 has got an impact on 18, no? So what I should do? Less. पहले ही add दिया है, but add less मिला के करना. You need not do separately. What should I write less में? Profit on sale of investment. How much? 9,000. क्या करना है 9,000 को? निकाल देना है. Please, I missed out. ये 18,000 भी आप inner column में ही लिखो. Clear to all of you? And 9,000. Now, income tax refund is also a part of 18,000. But income tax refund is not core related activity ना. तो अभी तो निकाल दो, last में लेंगे. I'll show you the presentation. 3,000 is already credited and that 3,000 effect is there in 18. तो अभी तो निकाल दो. Less IT refund, I call it. Income tax refund कुछ तो आया होगा, whatever. Now, salaries is allowed, rent is allowed, provision for bad debt, book entry, no? PNL to provision. हम बस provision कर लेते कि bad debt हुआ तो precautionary. Has any money gone out 2,000? No. So what you will do? Add back. Add back 2,000 provision for bad debts. Provision, listen. Provision for taxation, provision for doubtful debts, provision for depreciation. Any provision debited in the P&L account, debit is all expense, outflow. No money has gone out, add back. Now, depreciation. Usually it is first item. नहीं है तो नीचे भी लिख सकते हैं. Add back. It's non-cash. Goodwill written off. Add back. Why? Because goodwill written off is a book entry. कुछ goodwill पड़ा है. Credit goodwill debit P&L. No money has gone out. Add back. Loss on sale of plant. Add back. 1,500 is loss. But sales value is already taken as inflow in the investing activity. So 1,500 loss. So it's not important. Loss on sale of plant. Loss on sale of plant is a book entry. P&L account debit and credit your plant, right? So it's just simply a book entry. 1,500 add back. Next is provision for taxation. What you will do? Add back. Why? Provision is a book entry. Add back. Income tax paid we will deduct. Last where I showed. Proposed dividend. Dividend is just proposed, yet not paid, no? And even if dividend is paid is taken as outflow in the financing activity. So if they've paid interim dividend also add back. And this is the just a provision. Book entry, add back. Kitna? 7,000. What do I call it? Proposed dividend, add back. Right? Anyone is having any doubt in the add and less? Be careful of putting your lesses in bracket. Now what you get is as cash from operating activities before working capital changes. But there is no working capital detail. Maybe some businesses don't have current assets and current liabilities. So we'll just total up everything. Do it faster than me. 18,000 plus 3,000 minus 9,000 minus 3,000 and so on. कितना आ रहा है before working capital changes? 28,000. Correct. And you know what you did? Yeah. Now what did you do? 3,000. Acha. If there is any income tax paid, we will deduct it here. But there is income tax refund. So income tax paid is deducted last. Income tax refund can we add in last? Yes, we can. So income tax refund को add कर देते हैं 3000. Clear to all of you? Right. So now I'm getting cash from operating activities 31,000 in the outer column. हो गया problem खत्म. See, we took a lot of time for the first one, but now we will go with a nice, genuinely nice speed. Because now we know in the net profit, you have to add back non-cash expense. You have to add back non-operating expense with your booster notes. You have to remove non-cash income. You have to remove cash में आया profit on sale of asset, but non-trading. Operating से कोई मतलब नहीं है. Profit on sale of plant is already a part of the investing activity. And last, you deduct income tax. Why did I add here? Because it was income tax refund. Clear with 1, 2, 3, 4. Promise me, unless you are not clear with 1, 2, 3, and 4 problem, don't start with your cash flow statement full-fledged problems. करते रहो जब तक कॉन्सेप्ट पे ग्रिप नहीं है. कीप ऑन चेकिंग. And now you see the format of full-fledged problem so that we can do that. Okay? Right. Yeah, a break of 5 minutes. Okay, so now we are ready with all the concept given problems, that is how to do the investing activity, how to do operating, how to do financing activity. So let us first have a glance. Look at the screen and let us have a glance on the format of indirect method cash from operating activities. It starts from net profit, add less, then the working capital changes are there. And after the working capital changes, we have the cash generated from operating activities less income tax will give cash from before extraordinary activities and operating activities are there. After operating activities, we have cash from investing activities. That detail we have seen. If it is purchase of fixed assets, you do outflow. And in working note, do prepare T format accounts or you do add less if you're comfortable. Then we have financing activity, where from you're getting money, issue of shares, loans, and all that. Okay, right. So finally, at the end of the 3, you get net cash, decrease or increase in cash and cash equivalent. Throughout the year, cash has increased or decreased, you will get the effect in all the 3. And now to this, what we will add here, opening cash and cash equivalent, and that will give you the less closing cash. I hope you are getting. Increase in cash 5 rupees, opening 2 rupees, so closing will be 7 rupees and your cash flow statement will tell, right? So make sure that you tally this, in fact, very first. Opening closing malum hai, the change in the cash and cash equivalent, this figure where my cursor is, ये तो you can calculate and then ऊपर से total करके देखो कि tally हो रहा है या नहीं, right? There are some special informations and all, we will take care of that. Chalo, let us do a full-fledged problem. How I'm reading the problem, how I'm making the accounts. Just pay attention to all of that in problem number 5th. We are doing problem number 5th now in class. Yes, right. Chalo, here we go. From the following information, prepare the cash flow statement of Metas and Company. January and December figures are given. Share capital, preference capital, debentures, reserves, fixed assets, investment, cash, current assets. Now see, discount on issue of debentures. You are not allowed to issue shares on discount. But can you issue debentures on discount? Yes, it's allowed. And discount on issue of debentures is there and it's reducing, means definitely something you have debited in P&L. I'll analyze each and every item. Additional information is depreciation. Interim dividend is given. Additional shares are issued on the last day. 3112. This indicates that if additional shares are issued on the last day, interim dividend will not be paid on the additional shares. They will be paid only on the opening, right? Preference shares were redeemed at premium, fixed assets were sold, preference dividend is paid, debenture interest is paid. This is all the information. Are you reading the problem? And I'm always saying, if you're watching this as a video, make sure that you take a screenshot of this right now and note down, so that when I do the problem, you are also working with me. Right? Chalo, shuru karte hain. What should be the heading? Cash flow statement. Okay. Cash flow statement is as at or for the year ended? क्या पता? ये question interview में पूछते हैं. I don't know. You have to answer. Think. Cash flow statement as at or for the year? देखते हैं chat box में क्या answer आ रहा है. Yes. Some are saying for the year, some are saying as at. Why confusion? Cash flow statement is for the whole year, January to December. Here it is calendar year. For the whole year, where from the money is coming and where you are using, you're giving it here. So cash flow statement is always for the year ended. You remember insurance claims I said for the period ended? Because our first day of the financial year se date of fire tak bana rahe the. So the language, this is accounts class, no? So we should be very perfect about this. For the year end date, 31, 12, 2020. And whenever I say cash flow statement, it has to be in this format. Particulars, amount, one full page. I'm trying my best to accommodate here on screen. Okay. But you do it 3 columns and one full page. One full page. Yes, like this. Particulars, amount. Start from cash flow from operating activities. Yeah, if you've finished drawing that line, then just go on writing the format as I'm writing. I'm going slow, and this problem is simple, so that you have the grip on the concept. This problem, pay attention to the presentation. Then see how I'm interpreting, and then we will come to a speed where you can do it full-fledged. So cash flow statement from operating activities will always start with what? Net profit. Net profit as per P&L account, which is missing. Net profit as per P&L account. And then some add, some less you will do. Okay. So leave around 5-6 lines. And then you have working capital changes. Then you have, so half a page on, I'm missing my marker and board. Seriously for this though. So you leave around half a page, good half a page ke jitna chhod do, and then I'm writing second one. Cash flow from investing activity. Cash flow from investing activity, whatever it will, we will write it. है ना? Right? तो उसमें 4-5 लाइन छोड़ दो, and then you write the next one. Yeah. After 4 lines, just write down cash flow from third one, financing activity. Cash flow from financing activity. Right? Okay. Then leave 2-3 lines and you will write here change in cash and cash equivalent. Change in the cash and cash equivalent. To that, you add opening cash. You will definitely get the closing cash. Change in cash and cash equivalent, add opening cash. And this is like your receipt and payment account, but in the vertical format. Operating, investing, financing, change in cash and cash equivalent, add opening, you will get closing. And it will tally. It will tally. If it is in thousands, यहाँ top में ही लिख दो 1000. Now let us start analysis. Wherever we need in analysis, take help of the adjustments which you have already read once and take help of the T format accounts. Okay? So I'm starting with liability side. Sometimes I start with asset side. In exam, absolutely okay. Completing the problem in 10-12 minutes is important. जहां से शुरू करना है करो. अभी मैं liability से कर रही हूँ. Next problem I'll interpret from asset. Whatever suits you, go by your way. Equity share capital is 4,05,000 and now it is 572. Definitely, please pay attention to my analysis in this problem. Analysis, okay? And if you want me to repeat anywhere, put me a message in the chat box. Repeat, ma'am, I'll repeat. Okay, right. Now, equity share capital, it's 4 lakh, now it is 572. So there's an increase in equity capital. Turant indicator, bonus shares hain kya? No. That means money has come in. Pick up your calculator. How much? 572 500 minus 4 lakh 5,000. Right? So this much shares are issued. Yeah. Where will I write this? In the financing activity. Issue of shares. Inner column. 167 500. Yeah, you'll have to jump through the whole problem. इसीलिए take a fresh page. Don't start cash flow statement from half a page. एक पे cash flow statement बनाए, यहाँ working है तो छोड़ दो. Start it from a new page, preferably left and right, so that in exam also you have a proper presentation. Issue of shares से पैसे आ गए, money has come in. Had there been bonus shares, I would have written a note. Now, 12% preference share capital are 270 and now they are 135. Preference shares are redeemed. So when they are redeemed, are they redeemed at premium? Yes. Adjustment number 3. Preference shares were redeemed at a premium of 15%. Redeem करते वक्त you are paying extra. Preference share capital debit, premium on redemption of preference share debit to bank. Right? This is the journal entry. And 270 ka it has become 135. So how many preference shares are repaid? 1,35,000. See, where I'll write? Financing. Issue of preference shares inflow. Redemption outflow. Where? In the financing activities. Redemption of preference shares. Redemption of preference shares, 1,35,000. But you paid extra, 100 ki jagah you paid 115. So now, premium on redemption of preference shares. Premium on redemption of preference shares or extra you have paid 20250. Please be very frank if you're watching this as a video, and if it is not clear, click the photo and tell me that you need journal entries for this. Then write it down. You don't need to write in the final exam, but abhi to likho. Ye pehla problem hai, to below this I'm making working note 1. Write down preference share capital debit. डेबिट मतलब कम हो गया 135. नेक्स्ट इज प्रीमियम ऑन रिडम्पशन ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर, उसको भी डेबिट करो 20250. डेफिनेटली यू मस्ट हैव पेड एक्स्ट्रा टू बैंक. कितना एक्स्ट्रा पे किया आपने? 1,35,000 plus 20,000 250, 155 250. All clear? Now here there is a googly which you need to interpret properly. Preference share capital was 270 in the balance sheet. Now it has become 135. Bank se paise to chale gaye. This premium, is it my expense or outflow? Extra. Have I paid extra? Yes. Is it an outflow? Yes. And it's not coming anywhere. Definitely this must have been debited in the P&L account. Yes or no? ये premium on redemption of preference shares, somewhere you must have debited in the P&L or P&L appropriation account. But then you're already showing outflow in the financing activity. So in the net profit, which yet I don't know what's the net profit, can I add back? Add back. What do I add back? This is a non-operating expense, though in cash. I am repeating, premium on redemption of debentures, what you have paid extra is you have paid it in cash. But that is an outflow or expense in financing activity. So if you have debited in P&L account, debit side is outflow. What you need to do? Add back. So add premium on redemption of debentures, pre-redemption of preference shares. Reference number is working note 1. Add back. 20250, add back. Why add back? The P&L में डेबिट किए, वहां भी आउटफ्लो, और फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी में भी आउटफ्लो. So financing is correct. This is not an expense related to business. Add non-trading expense, that table which I gave you today in the beginning of the class. Is my speed fine for the first problem? So we have finished interpreting equity share capital. We have finished interpreting preference. It's super interesting. This is one of my favorite chapters. जब 2-3 दिन में analysis fast होगा ना, तो वो suspense movie की तरह, चलो जल्दी देखो जल्दी देखो. That is the way students go faster than me while solving the problem. अभी नहीं, लेकिन please, when I say it's a concept problem, if you are faster than all the others in class, still go by a teacher's speed so that you listen to all the analysis what I'm giving. 14% debentures were 135. Now they are 270. Means more debentures are issued. कहाँ आएगा? Financing activity में, है ना? Right. लिखो. 1,35,000. What do I write? Issue of debentures. Issue of debentures से पैसे आ गए, inflow. 1,35,000. How did I get 135? 135 is double 270. So bank to preference shares. More debentures are issued. Yes. Now reserves and surplus are 148 and now they are 364. Can I say increase in reserves must be net profit added? 1st January to 31st December, अगर reserves में increase हो रहा है and P&L general reserve कुछ भी, nothing is given separately. Can I say, pick up your calculators, 364 500 minus 148 500, the increase is the net profit, 2,16,000. The net profit, 2,16,000. All clear to all of you? Right. If you want, you can write in bracket. Sure, you can write कि net profit आया कहाँ से? The reserves have become 364 500 minus 148 500. So that's the increase, is nothing but the net profit. And last we have current liabilities. I hope you remember current assets and current liabilities, where I'll take in working capital changes. So I would skip it now. Chalo. Come to fixed assets. Fixed assets don't interpret. Ma'am, 688 ka 837 ho gaya na purchase. There is sale, there is depreciation. So what will I make now? Working note 2. Working note 2. You have the hard copy. Now I'm not scrolling up and reading each and every adjustments. So you all read it with me. Fixed assets ka account I'm making. Just 4 lines account is enough. And don't make provision for depreciation because it's not there. So don't make it then. Right? Chalo. Fixed assets account mein, what is the opening balance given? Just write it from your book. 6,88. 688 500. And closing balance is 8,37,000. Okay? By closing balance. opening and closing. Now, during the year, adjustment number 1, depreciation is charged 81,000. देखते से याद आना चाहिए, P&L में depreciation must have been debited, no money has gone out at back. But don't do any adjustment right now. First, you tally the fixed assets account. So, fixed assets account, how much you are getting? 81,000 depreciation. Now, fixed assets with a book value of 54,000 is sold for 33,750. 33,750 by bank. Why do I call it by bank? Some fixed asset is sold. And then there only I write down by P&L. Why do I write by P&L? 54,000 is the WDV and it is sold for 33,750. 54,000 minus 33,750 is coming to 20,250. 20,250 is the loss. I'm repeating. 54,000 is sold for 33,750. WDV minus sale value is a loss. Had it been profit, I would have recorded it here. And there is no revaluation upward and downward. Can I take balancing figure as purchases? Balancing figure as purchases. Karo. 81,000 plus 33,750 plus 20,250 plus 8 lakh 37,000. तो पहले तो total ही लिख लो. Total is coming to, yes, correct. 9,72,000. And balancing figure is your purchases 283,500. Balancing figure is your purchases 283,500. Yeah, correct. Thank you so much for putting all the answers. Okay. Everything is clear. Opening you have written, closing you have written, depreciation you have written, sale. You're not making provision for depreciation. वो भी मैं कल बताऊंगी. But अभी नहीं है, so we are not going to take it right now. And what I was telling you, yeah, चलो. अब इसको डालते हैं. Listen to the interpretation because I have not scrolled down when I write there. Depreciation can I add back in the P&L account? Clear to all of you? Depreciation we will add back in the P&L account. Bank में sale value आ जाएगा in the investing activity. Loss is already debited in the P&L account, but no money has gone out. Loss is a book entry, add back. And then purchase 283,500 also we will take. ठीक है? Right. So come to the P&L account first. Add back depreciation on fixed assets. कितना है depreciation? 81,000. Add back loss on sale of fixed assets. And this is add back, so I'm writing it open only. Loss on sale of fixed assets के लिए please write reference number. Working note 2 is giving you the figure of the loss. 20,250 is the loss. Clear? Then now come to investing activity. Purchase of fixed assets. कहाँ से मिला? Purchase of fixed assets कहाँ से मिला? Working note 2. And how much it is? Bracket, हाँ? Purchase is outflow. भूलना नहीं है. 283,500. 283 purchase is outflow. Then we will also write sale of fixed assets. Sale of fixed assets is like inflow. है ना? Sale of fixed assets. कितने में बेचे आपने? Fixed assets 33,750. Sale value you will take as inflow. Loss what you have debited is a book entry. तो उसको हम निकाल देंगे. ठीक है? All clear till here? And rest all we have written. Opening, closing to kuch nahi hai. How is the interpretation of fixed assets? Super, no? I gave an option ki suppose if they give fixed assets to revaluation reserve is 83,500, then to bank will come 2 lakh. So you have to put proper entries. Please watch my conceptual video for provision for depreciation so that you understand the next problem very well. Yeah? Right. That is in the YouTube channel. If you click Dipti Cheda's YouTube channel and there you click provision for depreciation, you will get the video. In the playlist is accounts concept. So that will be very clear to you. ठीक है? चलो करते हैं आगे. We have finished with fixed assets. Now look at the investment. Look at the screen. Investments were 4,500 and now they are 1,08,000. And in the adjustment, no investments are sold. So no need to prepare the ledger. Increases purchase of investment 1,08,000 minus 40,500. 67,500. 67,500. 67,500 is the purchase of investment. 67,500. Purchase of investment. Super. Cash. Opening cash is 54. Closing cash is 2,01,000. कहाँ लिखूं? Now only go and write in the last. Opening cash is 54,000. And closing cash is 201250. Definitely change in cash कितना आएगा? Balancing figure. Smart work. Now this is smart work. मैम ऊपर से अभी तक आंसर नहीं है, नीचे से तो आ रहा है, लिख लो ना एग्जाम में, you will get step marks. Yeah, this much smart work you should do. 201250 minus 54,000. So that is coming to 147,250. 147,250 is the increase in cash. But ye increase in cash, how much is investing and all? We'll come to know now. Is this smart work clear? I want to repeat, write opening cash, closing cash and change in cash now only. Next is other current assets that we will take care in the working capital. See, this time they are giving other current assets. If they give you details, your stock, your data, your cash, you know how to take it. And this one is a superb adjustment. इसको 5 star खिलाई दो. ये adjustment में usually गलती होती है. My class test paper correction experience. Discount on issue of debentures. Okay. Now what is it? Discount on issue of the debentures. कितना है? 13,500 minus 6,750. तो कितना आ रहा है? 6,750. Now listen, when you have issued the debentures, you have given discount. So bank debit, discount debit to debentures. Debentures are written at face value. Money has come less. Remaining you have put in the discount. So discount was 13. Now it is 6,750. Definitely a book entry is passed and you have written off 50% of the discount. 6,750. 13,500 has become 6,750. So reduction is the discount is debited in PNL. Isn't it a book entry? PNL debit to discount. You know, they are writing off. So non-cash expense, add back. Add back the non-cash expense here. कितना add back करेंगे? 6,750. And what do I call it? Discount on issue of debentures written off. You have written off in the PNL debit, but no money has gone out. So your journey from net profit to cash profit, add back. Clear? So we have finished with the whole balance sheet except with current assets and current liabilities, which I prefer you should do last. Now I want to go to adjustment number 1, depreciation. Have we completed? Yes. Interim dividend is paid 15% and additional shares are issued on last. So definitely interim dividend 15% किस पे पे करेंगे? Opening पे 4,05,000 into 15%. 4,05,000 into 15% is coming in bracket 60750. Are you all with me? Where should I write it? Which activity I should write it? Last one, financing activity. Actually ना इसको underline भी करो तो ये highlight भी होगा. ऐसे. Right. And what do I call it? Dividend paid. And I want all of you to write the calculation. 4,05,000 into 15%. 4,05,000 into 15% dividend is paid. Dividend is paid on shares. Issue of shares is your financing. So dividend paid is outflow there. But listen, in the P&L appropriation account here, reserves mein, this part will be more clear in the coming classes when we do more in-depth problem. But reserves may be kahin na kahin debit to hua hoga na. I hope you are getting either P&L or P&L appropriation. Opening and closing reserve, the difference we have taken as net profit. But dividend paid must have been debited, no, because it's an interim dividend. So you must have debited in the P&L. Is it an outflow there? No. So can I add back there? Yes. Dividend paid is a cash expense, but it's not related to operating activities. So dividend paid, you have to add back 60750. These are all add, so I'm not writing add karke. Clear hai? Interim dividend. Preference shares redeem, we have already done. Fixed assets with a book value of 54,000, ye to ho gaya. Preference dividend also you have paid, same treatment. Add back. Those who are not following why add back, जनरल पीएनएल रिजर्व्स का जो डिफरेंस है उसमें डेफिनेटली पीएनएल अप्रोप्रिएशन में डिविडेंड पेड ट्रांसफर टू रिजर्व सब डेबिट होता है ना, तो यू मस्ट हैव पेड डिविडेंड. दिस इज लाइक प्रेफरेंस डिविडेंड पेड. हाउ मच इज प्रेफरेंस डिविडेंड पेड? 30 to 400. 30 to 400. Can I add back here? 30 to 400. What do I call it? Preference dividend paid. Nice. 30 to 400. Preference dividend is paid. Next. Debenture interest is also paid. Same. Debenture interest PNL mein debit hua hai because it's paid in cash, but it's not related to business. So add back. Now this time they have given you ready figure. They can say debenture interest is paid at 10%. Add back debenture interest and deduct it here. I know if you have left the space less, it will be little hodgepodge, but ज़्यादा छोड़ना. Full page banana, the page to operating, and then 5 to 6 lines at least for this. How much is the debenture interest paid? 18,900. See, debentures in issued are financing. Debentures repayment is financing. So debenture का जो interest है, debenture interest paid, dividend paid, equity preference, all are outflow in the financing. So if you have debited, add it back. Debenture interest, add back. Or bolo, all clear? See, when you do cash flow statement, you have to be very perfect in the terms used. Interim dividend is the current year's running dividend. Otherwise, last year's dividend is paid now, no? How we did in investment chapter. So I think we have put through all except the working capital changes. So start totaling this and tell me. What is your cash flow before working capital changes? So that I can give effect of creditors and datas and all. Kitna aa raha hai? How much you are getting the answer? Working capital changes. Everything is add. आज कुछ deduct नहीं है. Deduct है तो हम क्या करते थे? Bracket में लिखते थे. yes, how much you all are getting? Add करना है सब, less नहीं करना है, add करना है. Are you getting 456 300? Just let us cross check. $456,200 is before working capital changes, right? Yes, yes. Now I'll do current assets. Now see, they could have given in the working capital datas, prepaid, stock, alag alag, nahi diya. Current assets are 270 and now current assets are 4,05,000. When current assets are increasing, cash is decreasing. More money is blocked in current assets. Kitna? 4,05,000 minus 270. 135 increase in current assets. और पैसे ब्लॉक हो गए डेटाज में, स्टॉक में. So whenever there's an increase in current asset, more money is blocked. More money is blocked मतलब पैसे गए, outflow. Less increase in current assets, more money blocked, outflow, 1,35,000. Are you all clear? Working capital 1,35,000. करंट एसेट्स इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं और बर्डन बढ़ गया. इंक्रीज इन करंट एसेट्स, कहां से करंट एसेट बढ़ेंगे? स्टॉक बढ़ा तो यू मस्ट हैव परचेज, डेटास बढ़े, लाइक दैट. नाउ कम टू करंट लायबिलिटीज. 2,16,000 minus 1,08,000. So it's double figure and sub same. Current liabilities has increased. Increase in liabilities inflow. अच्छी बात है ना? If liabilities decrease means you have paid, outflow. Increase in liability is inflow. How much? 1,08,000. What do I write it? Increase in creditors is an inflow. That's all for working capital changes. Now what I get, I call it as cash from operating activities. Actually before income tax, but income tax is not there. तो छोड़ दो, करो कितना आ रहा है? 456 300 तक सबको आया था. 18,900 के ऊपर अंडरलाइन करो प्लीज. I hope I'm doing it in words so that it looks neat. So I hope it is clear. 456 300 minus 1,35,000 plus 1,08,000. How much you are getting cash from operating? This answer they see and you get 10 out of 10 marks. Of course, marks are there for steps also. 429 300 is operating. अब investing का total करो, कितना आ रहा है? Negative it is coming. It's coming in the bracket and the bracket total is 3,17,250. Yes, correct. You're giving the total in the chat box. Good. चलो अब आ जाओ financing activity. Financing activity में बहुत सारे activities हैं. 167,500 करते जाओ. How much? 35,200 open. And now see whether these totals are getting tallied or not. Yes, ये देखो अरे ये वर्टिकल टोटल टैली होना चाहिए ना. ऑपरेटिंग से यू अर्न 429,300 minus 317,250 plus 35,200 is coming to 147. Magic. 147 हमने पहले ही लिख दिया. Opening is 54, closing is 20, means during the year 147 cash is generated. Now if I say cash flow statement is an analytical tool means you can interpret them. ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी से अच्छा खासा नेट प्रॉफिट, देखो नेट प्रॉफिट कितना था आपका, लुक हियर, net profit was 216, but cash profit you got in hand is 429, and out of the cash profit you made additional investment 317 200, and after paying financing all these dividends and all, also you are getting the surplus. So what do you think is the financial position of this company? See, cash flow statement may don't do commenting and all unless asked, but I am telling you for the practical linking of this subject. Huh? Concept bhi padna hai, exam oriented bhi padna hai. Practically, if they say, how is this cash flow statement? It's good. They have made a huge profit and they have reinvested in business, in purchase of fixed assets and all. 429 में से 283 तो वहीं चले गया, right? Okay. And then after that you have the financing activity also. Okay, वहां से भी inflow आ रहा है, सब पे करने के बाद definitely you have some scheme, you have issued shares, you have redeemed preference shares, you have paid all your meters, debenture interest, equity dividend. So this is all an analysis. Smart work समझ में आया है नहीं? ओपनिंग और क्लोजिंग का चेंज लिख दो और फिर ऐसे टैली करो वर्टिकली, right? So we have done problem number 1, 2 and 5 now. Problem number 1, 2 and 5 we have done now. 3 and 4 we have already done. प्लीज डोंट थिंक दिस इज वेरी इजी, आज घर जाके सो जाते हैं और अगर घर पे ही देख रहे तो भी अब भी लैपटॉप बंद करके सो जाते हैं, ऐसे मत करो. दीज आर कॉन्सेप्ट ग्रिपिंग प्रॉब्लम, सो मच ऑफ एनालिसिस व्हाई आई गिव. Next problem, if I get depreciation, I'll go and add in net profit because depreciation is non-cash. So in the beginning, the table, format table, what I gave you is very, very important. Right or not? Okay. So this is all. And see, working notes only 2 are made. We will do some nice problem wherein nice working notes we will make. And this interpretation of 2 balance sheet should be clear. And two alert signs. One is if it is given in thousands and all, don't try to add zeros. Ab bhi thousand mein karo. And suppose this is 31st December and this is 1st Jan. The figures will change. Fixed assets क्या हो गए? Fixed assets कम हो गए. पहले 837 थे, अब 688 है. So be careful so that you don't do any silly mistake. So you have to check all the concepts, all the format, all the booster notes, and homework for you all is problem number 6. Problem number 6. I'm not going to do it in class. It's very simple. 7 ko star mark karo. I'll make nice working notes and show you everything. Right. From the following balance sheet, prepare the cash flow statement. Read it. Share capital may increase and there is no bonus. It is issued in cash. General reserve was 50 and now it is 16. So definitely PNL may say something is transferred to general reserve. It's a book entry. PNL debit to general reserve, add back. And profit was 35,500, now it is 3,600. 100 rupees increase in the profit. What could I take it as? Net profit. Bank loan was 70, now it is not there. Means what? Bank loan is repaid, पैसे चले गए. Which activity? Financing activity. I hope I am discussing and you all are also trying to interpret. Creditors, if they have decreased, money is going out. 150 का 135 हो गया out in working capital changes. Right? Provision for taxation, I'll show you how to do. I'm doing a part of it. Land and building, 10,000 से decrease हुआ and that is depreciation. Plant and machinery, you have to prepare the account. In spite of charging depreciation, it is increasing. So definitely balancing figure is purchase of plant and machinery. Stock decrease हो रहा है, inflow. Stock decrease हो रहा है तो पैसे आ गए 36,000. Datas are decreasing, good, inflow, working capital changes. Opening cash and closing cash you will write last, and change in the cash is 100. Smart work. अब वो 100 कहाँ से कैसे आया? You have to tally. Yeah, cash and bank if they are given separate, take it together. ओपनिंग कैश एंड बैंक मिला के लिखना है. 1 minute, I want to show you here. Listen please. When you write here opening cash, it's opening cash and cash equivalent. So cash in hand, cash at bank, सब लिख लेंगे हम यहाँ पे. Closing, you will write it here. So in this homework problem, 7th अच्छा है, overdraft and all, I'll do it in the tomorrow's class. तो बैंक ओपनिंग लेंगे, क्लोजिंग लेंगे, ठीक है, राइट. Goodwill was not there and now goodwill is 5,000 means what? It is purchased goodwill to bank, and goodwill is asset purchased. Asset purchased is outflow in investing activity. Now dividend is paid 23,000 in financing activity में outflow, dividend paid, add back ऊपर P&L. Income tax paid is 28. Last you have to show. Income tax paid last in the operating activity after working capital changes. Machinery purchased is given. Depreciation to be written off is given. Now, I want all of you to make account. I know this problem is homework, ma'am, but एक 5 minute एक working note बना के लेके जाओ ना घर, so it will be very clear to all of you. I call it as provision for taxation account. Banao. Just a small T format. Don't look at the screen and sit like this. आप भी बनाओ. कुछ reason है, बनाओ. Right. I hope all of you know provision is a liability. So the opening balance will come on this side. Opening balance will come on this side. How much it is? 30,000. Now, closing balance will come on the debit side. How much it is? 35,000. See, provision is done in March. Income tax is paid in August. तो अगस्त या सितंबर जो भी ड्यू डेट है, इसीलिए फर्क आता है. Now, income tax paid is 28,000. Can I adjust that last year provision was 30? Against that, income tax paid is 28,000. Provision account debit to bank. Take a pause if you are doing it for the first time. फिर से एक बार. Opening provision on the credit. Closing provision on the debit. Provision to bank 28,000. Provision to bank. Now, balancing figure is by P&L account. How much it is coming? 33,000. 33,000 मैंने बिना कैलकुलेट किया कैसे लिखा? I'll tell you. टोटल करो आप. 63,000. Here also it is 63,000. Now listen to me. Listen. I need closing provision 35. Closing provision. ये रहा 35 चाहिए मुझे. P&L to provision 35. But I did opening provision 30. Against that income tax I paid only 28. So 2,000 was already there, no? So I wanted 35 provision. 2,000 opening provision excess was there. I will use it and I'll make only 33,000 as my provision. Clear to all of you? फिर से एक बार. Opening provision is 30. Against that, last year you made a provision and this year you paid the tax for last year 28. So 2,000 excess provision is there. Closing, I want the closing provision to be 35. So how much you will transfer to P&L? Only 33. It could be other way around. Suppose opening provision is 30 and you paid 40. So 10,000 वो भी provision करना है और 35 भी करना है. Then the provision will be 45. You want to write and keep as an option or clear? Yeah. I will explain current assets and current liability again. No problem. Yeah. Keep putting your doubts in the chat box. No problem. ये provision का account समझा? फिर से I want to go slow. Opening provision 30,000. Closing provision 35,000. Income tax paid provision to bank. And balancing figure is P&L. It's not always like this. Listen, dear students. Kabhi kabhi they give Provision for taxation for the year is 33. Opening is 30. Closing is 35. Then 28 balancing figure will come. And I want all of you to write first effect. इसका effect क्या आएगा? P&L 33,000 add back provision. क्या ये clear है आप सबको? P&L 35,000 add back the provision. कहाँ add back करोगे? In net profit. Net profit में 33,000 provision किया ना, P&L to provision, add back. Now second effect. Now I'm talking about second effect. What it will be? 28,000 income tax paid. Deduct in operating. I want you all to write operating activities last after working capital changes. इनकम टैक्स पे डिडक्ट होता है कहां पे? ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटीज आफ्टर वर्किंग कैपिटल चेंजेस लेस इनकम टैक्स पेड because income tax is actually paid in cash, so you have to deduct. How is this concept? Make sure that in your booster notes what you are writing, you are adding these provisions and एक ये छोटा सा अकाउंट बना लो ना. कैसे ऐड करेंगे? मैं भी अभी ऐड कर रही हूँ. मैं तो कंट्रोल सी कंट्रोल भी कर रही हूँ, बट आप भी करो ताकि in exam any problem if you have this now it should be clear to you that you have to do this here. Yes, and we have already seen all this net profit, add less ये तो सबको क्लियर है. अब मुझे ये बोलो, with so much of help will you be able to do as homework the sixth problem? करके आएंगे एंड यू हैव टू गिव मी आंसर. मैम टैली हो गया मत बोलना. कभी कभी तो यू नो इन अकाउंट्स एवरीथिंग इज इन डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट, तो कैसे भी टैली होता है. तो आप यू हैव टू टेल मी व्हाट इज योर ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी, व्हाट इज योर इन्वेस्टिंग फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी एंड चेंज इन कैश. ओके, like that we will discuss answer. Only one problem as homework. I'll be starting with 7th question in my tomorrow's class. We'll continue this tomorrow. Once last, some of the students want me to explain. So in this 5th problem, I want to explain current assets again. See, net profit you are doing add and less. Non-cash and non-operating, so you are getting cash from operating activities before working capital changes. ये आ गया. Now see, current assets were 270. Current assets means datas, prepaid, stock, anything. They were 270 and now they are 4,05,000. Increase in the current assets means more money blocked in datas और stock लेके आए. Stock बढ़ा तभी current assets increased. Datas बढ़े तो और you have given credit sales. Whenever a current asset is increasing, money is going out. So I have written here increase in current assets outflow. Suppose if datas were 10 and now they have become 7. Good. 10 datas have reduced to 7. 3 rupees inflow. Decrease in current assets inflow. Money is coming in. Nice. अब current liability करते हैं. Look here on screen. Current liability was 1,08,000. Now it is 260. Definitely some more purchases to creditors and you didn't pay. So whenever liabilities are increasing, it's an inflow. You're getting more time to pay. Add. I have added. See here. Clear? Right? Okay. And suppose if current liability is 1,08,000 and now here it is only 8,000, means 1 lakh is paid. So decrease in the liability, decrease in the cash. More money is going out. Aram se karo. It's a superb concept, I can say. So make sure when I'm giving you some homework, there is some reason. दो thing करना है आपको homework में. एक तो format. You know, like you are standing, there's a function hall in your college, in your academy, you're standing at the door and you have been given the responsibility to make everyone seated. Parents वहाँ, press reporter यहाँ, students यहाँ, rank holders वहाँ, ऐसे कुछ तो है function. And you are the head boy, you're doing all the things. Of course, you have people below you to work, but then you have got all responsibility. वही करना है. Interpret the cash flow statement balance sheet effects with adjustment and then place it. Dividend paid, outflow. Chale jao, financing. Fixed asset purchase, aa jao, investing. So like this, you should be able to interpret and do it. And do let me know in the chat box tomorrow, along with your answers, how much duration you are doing. Because I want you all to have a superb grip on the account subject for your final FR and to get a nice degree of a chartered accountant. And I want all of you, yes. So I want all of you to have a superb grip on the concept and simultaneously develop a very, very good speed also. Right? Okay. I hope everything is clear in today's class. This was the second class for cash flow statement, concept gripping plus a base level problem. Tomorrow, we are doing some additional features one by one. And those who are writing in old syllabus, there is fund flow statement. Only the format of fund flow statement is different. Analysis is same. Any problem of cash flow statement, you can do fund flow. Working capital changes statement and then fund flow. Okay, so please make sure you're doing all that. And signing off now. See you, Dipti Cheda. Thank you so much for watching the video till end. Bye bye. See you all tomorrow in the third class of cash flow statement. Right? Bye bye, all of you.